Hello, I'm Joey Mancuso, and I'm presenting my speech today. Here are my note cards. And here is my audience. We've got Nikki, Ryan, Whitey, Molly, and Lindsay. All right. Hello. It has been 29 years since the last time the Royals had made a playoff appearance, and here I was sitting in my apartment watching them in Game 6 of the 2014 World Series against the San Francisco Giants. They were up 10-0 in Game 6, and it was clearly evident that they were going to win and play in Game 7 in Kansas City tomorrow night. Shortly after the game ended, I was sitting in my apartment and got a phone call from my dad. He asked me if I wanted to go to Game 7 tomorrow night. I could not believe my ears. Not only were the Royals back in the World Series, but I was going to be in attendance. This was the first time they had not only been in the playoffs, but the World Series for the first time in my life. And I was going to be there. The next day, after class, I packed my bags and hit the road for Kansas City. I arrived at about 4 o'clock, about 3 hours before the game time, and my whole family was already ready to go at my house. I threw my stuff in my room and headed down to the car, and we headed out to the stadium. As we pulled into the parking lot, the tailgating scene was like nothing I'd ever seen in my life. Every direction I looked, there were flags, music, food, grilling, everything was going on. It was just one giant party. After a couple hours of tailgating, we went into the stadium. For an hour before the stadium was already full. Everyone was already in there waving their white and blue rally flags and getting ready for the game to start. Throughout the stadium, you could already hear "Let's Go Royal" chants beginning. The game began, and the action was underway. Everyone was hopeful that tonight we were going to see history. However, in the second inning, the Giants jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. But right after that, the next half inning, the Royals tied it up 2-2. In the third inning, the Royals got a runner on, and it looked like we were going to get our first lead of the game. However, after a ground ball turning into a double play, with the call being challenged and reviewed, it was confirmed that the guy was out and our rally was over. The following inning, the Giants used this momentum from their challenged play and jumped out to their next lead, 3-2. And then the next half inning, we saw Madison Bumgarner, the Giants' dominant ace pitcher, getting ready to come into the game. Bumgarner had already thrown 2 games in the World Series against the Royals this year alone. He had shut us down twice, and now he was coming in to throw 5 more innings against us. When this happened, when we saw him coming into the game, a sense of apprehension went through the crowd. Many of us tried to keep hope, thinking there was no way this dominant pitcher could go another 5 innings against the Royals. But inning after inning went by, and no rally began for the Royals. We remained down 3-2 as we went to the 9th inning. However, in the 9th inning with 2 outs, down to their last chance, Alex Gordon for the Kansas City Royals hit a ball into left center that was misplayed by the center fielder, going all the way to the wall. Alex Gordon ended up on third base, 90 feet away from tying up the game. The stadium erupted. It was as though we had already won the World Series. Everyone was going crazy, and beers were flying, and food was flying. However, the next batter, Salvador Perez for the Royals, hit a foul ball to left field, and the ball was caught, and the game was over. For about 10 seconds, the stadium went completely silent, except for the roars and cheers of the San Francisco Giants players and fans. However, not too long after their excitement was done, the Royals fans began chanting, "Let's go Royals, let's go Royals," once again in the stadium. Even after the loss, the Royals remained cheerful, and the fans were very positive. Everyone was very proud of the Royals for their miraculous run, and we were excited for the years to come. Even though the Royals didn't win the World Series this year, for the first time in almost 30 years, they were back, and they looked like a team that meant business. It was a wonderful thing for Kansas City, and the city's spirits were high. The next morning, when I was driving back to Kansas City, although I was sad to already be leaving home again and that the Royals didn't quite win the World Series, I was very excited for the seasons to come. It was hard to do anything but smile, for I had a great experience, and I'm very excited for the season to come, and looking forward to the Royals making more World Series runs in the future. Thank you for your time.
Oh, and here's. Thank you guys for coming out today. Appreciate it.